Local, live. Now from Central Oregon's news leader, this is Beyond the Score with Dylan Anderman, presented by Central Tire.
Hello, Central Oregon, and welcome back to Beyond the Score. I'm your host, Dylan Anderman. Tonight, the Seattle Mariners had a chance to do what they have never done before. They came into the night one win away from the World Series, and it will remain that way going into tomorrow night's Game 7 as the Mariners fell to the Blue Jays today in Game 6, 6-2. The Seattle Mariner fans were riding the high of Game 5 after an unforgettable 8th inning that gave Seattle a 3-2 series lead. But that quickly went away early today in Game 6 when the Toronto Blue Jays put up 2 runs in the 2nd inning against Mariner pitcher Logan Gilbert. It did not stop there for this explosive Blue Jays offense as Addison Barger went yard in the 3rd inning with a man on base to give the Blue Jays an early 4-0 lead. The Mariners were pretty much a no-show on the offensive end, scoring 2 runs in the 6th with a solo shot from Josh Naylor and a single from Eugenio Suarez that scored another, and they just couldn't get any other runs the rest of the night. The Blue Jays answered immediately with a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. home run, and then Mariners offense, they just could not keep up. They fall to the Blue Jays 6-2. The top 3 in the Mariners order tonight went 0-for-11 with 4 strikeouts. The offense had 7 hits total, and they were 0-3 with runners in scoring position. The Mariners starting pitching continues to feel the pressure of this series. Logan Gilbert only went 4 innings, surrendering 7 hits in 5 runs. Seattle's defense allowed 1 of those runs and had 3 errors on the day. If the Mariners want to win this series, their offense will need to come alive. They have heavily relied on the long ball this series and this postseason. The big-time players, they'll need to make big-time plays tomorrow night, and it all starts with the pitching staff. If the Mariners pitching staff has multiple pitches working and can get the Blue Jays to chase, they have a good chance at winning Game 7. This one, it was tough for Mariners fans, but there's still one more chance to make a World Series, and it all happens tomorrow in Game 7, tomorrow at 5:08 p.m., and that game is right here on Fox, and it's a game, you won't want to miss. I'm sure many of you in Central Oregon have been watching the Mariners closely. That includes the local fans I ran into this past week in Seattle for Games 4 and 5 at T-Mobile Park.
We're here for a baseball tournament.
A baseball tournament in Seattle and a trip to T-Mobile Park for Game 5 of the ALCS. Charlie and his brother Jackson were surprised by their parents with tickets to a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
It was like we didn't know we were coming, and then we just got in the car and left.
And they are local baseball players themselves.
My dad played, and then he introduced it, and it's just been fun ever since.
Yeah.
That you can just put your heart into it and play.
In Game 5, the brothers witnessed one of the best moments in Seattle Mariners franchise history, when Eugenio Suarez hit a grand slam to beat the Blue Jays. In Game 4, the Mariners lost, but other fans from Central Oregon were there and had the time of their life.
This morning I got surprised to come, so it was really exciting. My mom and dad threw me off that she had a meeting really early this morning, but I had to get up for a flight to here, so it's I went crazy when I knew we were coming to Seattle. So
Trinity Lutheran 5th grader Wyatt Dilly loves the Mariners and hopes to be in the big leagues one day.
Oh, definitely in really bad. I so want to play for the Mariners. It is my favorite sport, but I love it because it's just really energetic and really pressure, and I love pressure. So
I ran into several other fans from the Central Oregon area as well, including John Vert, who's a former season ticket holder.
For me, it's I grew up with the Mariners. With my kids, they grew up with the Mariners. Just coming to games, it's a great atmosphere, a great sport to watch, a good way to learn about life, really.
No one is happier than Vert to see his team play in the postseason for the 2nd time in the past 24 years.
Well, because they've mostly been terrible as long as I've been here. So for them to overcome all that, so many years of mediocrity, so many years of whatever, they've got some transcendent stars over the years. Ichiro, A-Rod, Randy, Ken Griffey Jr., but they've never made it to the World Series, so I'm just here for them to do it this year.
John wants to see the Mariners in the World Series, and so do I. Remember, Game 7 is tomorrow night at 5:08 p.m. right here on Fox. I'll have highlights and reactions after the game.